A very interesting Monday Night Football matchup. Kansas City Chiefs at the Green Bay Packers. Right now the line is split. Green Bay -6.5 or 7. The total is 49. And we are going to talk with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com for an analysis of this game. Joe Duffy, of course, been doing this successfully for quite a long time, including this year. I'm Peter Loshak. You're watching SBR Videos. Joe Duffy, Green Bay, basically looking as strong as ever so far, right? 2-0 straight up and against the spread. They're getting a little bit banged up, though, on offense and defense as well. So I'm wondering if, giving 6.5 or 7 points is maybe a little bit too much to Kansas City. Kansas City, not a perfect team, but definitely have some real strength. Jamal Charles, very strong at running back, even though he did fumble away the game for KC last week. But they're coming off extra rest. They last played on Thursday. You can get 7 points with KC. So as strong as Green Bay is, and as many injuries as they're dealing with on offense, wondering if 7 points might be a little bit too much. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, Eddie Lacy was a big addition when they drafted him a couple years ago. He's listed as questionable, obviously, closer to game time. Sharps are going to keep a very, very close eye on his status. Aaron Rodgers has done very well on Monday nights. Now, Kansas City's had as much success in Lambeau Field as any team. They're actually 3-1 all-time in Lambeau Field. They won 6 of 7 overall in the series. Now, I have to put that into perspective. It is true that their last 2 meetings were in 2011 and 2007, but still, as far as the site, a lot of teams do get intimidated by the tradition of Lambeau Field, etc. So I do think that at least Kansas City will not be intimidated, in addition to the historical facts. Look, they have more than their share of veterans on that team, so it's not like they are a very young team. Underdogs have 2.5 or more off a game in which they rush for more than 140 yards, or 659, 551, and 31 against the spread. That does benefit Kansas City, but I think because of the uncertainty of some Green Bay injuries, I'm going to hold off on making an official pick here.
All right, what about a shot with the under? Now, both KC games this year have gone comfortably over, and we know that they're playing, a more open offense than we're used to seeing from Kansas City. But I feel like in this game, we're going to get a lot of Jamal Charles here, because the game plan has to be to limit possessions for Green Bay, right? Keep the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands. And then with all the injuries that Green Bay is dealing with on offense, maybe they'll be a little bit conservative as well. What do you think? The total's very high, right? 49. What do you think about maybe a shot with the under?
I don't see the Packers getting too conservative on offense. As long as Aaron Rodgers is healthy, he's amazing. And of course, in the case of Andy Reid, look, he's always been a guy who's not afraid to pass the ball, even if they've got a lead. That was the criticism against him for years, that he doesn't seem to want to protect the lead. He'll often throw with the lead. So I don't really know if I've got a strong lean either way towards the over-under.
All right, but as of right now, with the lines where they are right now, KC plus 6.5 or 7, and the total 49, it's officially, for the purpose of our video, going to be a pass for you, Joe Duffy?
It'll officially be a pass for the purposes of our video.
All right, but at your website, OffshoreInsiders.com, a lot of games with non-passes, and a lot of big opinions you have, right there, Joe?
Absolutely. College football and the NFL. And I always forget to write down exactly how many plays I have before we do these videos, but I got about 3 or 4 in college, I think 2 in the NFL, including Wise Guy plays in each. And we're going to have a lot more by game time. Joe Duffy's picks at OffshoreInsiders.com.
Thanks so much for your thoughts on this game, Joe.